I mean, you miss one box. They don't reach out to you and say, we don't have anything filled in box 18. Could you just give us that value? We'll put it in and keep the process going. It is not how that goes. You fill out that universal credentialing form or you do it online, and if there's anything incorrect, it's kicked out and you start back at ground zero. I want to talk to you about doing what you do best and outsourcing the rest. And here we are on part 4. We're going to talk about credentialing. Now, way back in 1992 when I graduated PT school, and then I opened my first business in 97, I opened my practice in 99, and I've been working in private practice ever since. Even now, I got a little treatment gym clinic, if you will, here on my property, and I do cash-based services. I do cash for people, friends, family, people in my community. What my point is here is that things have changed. From that time to this time, so much has changed that the complexity, I swear, I don't mean to be cynical, but I really do believe the powers to be that regulate healthcare and the systems and HHS and Medicare and all that stuff, I swear they purposely put more barriers and challenges in our way of being successful practitioners and treating patients than they do trying to make it easier for us. They surely aren't trying to make it more affordable for us or more cost effective for us or easier compliance regulations and standards. Every single thing gets more and more difficult. So with that said, if you acknowledge that and you confront that, you say, okay, I'm not going to complain about that because I don't believe in that whiny, complaining kind of stuff. Doesn't get you anywhere. Let's just set that aside and let's have the conversation about what can you do to outcreate the situation of our surrounding environment, both personnel and regulation and economic. Well, I'm proclaiming, and you've been watching this series now, we need to strip down our physical therapy operations to just DPT, PT, and tech in that clinic. We should be optimizing our abundance of care with our patients. And one of the things we can get off our plate is credentialing and re-credentialing. Pay for that service. Just simply pay that flat rate for that service for somebody to take that off your plate. It takes hours, it takes diligence, it takes months of follow-up in some cases, definitely weeks, and people misinterpreting, misunderstanding. I mean, you miss one box. They don't reach out to you and say, we don't have anything filled in box 18. Could you just give us that value? We'll put it in and keep the process going. It is not how that goes. You fill out that universal credentialing form or you do it online, and if there's anything incorrect, it's kicked out and you start back at ground zero. So our credentialing department has just been growing and growing and growing every single year. I keep having to add more manpower to that particular division, which I'm excited for because that's one administrative burden you no longer have to deal with. You no longer have to be contending with that administrative burden. We'll take that on with a specialized team that will fulfill it, meaning sending it in, tracking it, responding to any feedback, and ensuring that it's a signed, done deal for your clinic. And if you need us to follow up with re-credentialing as well as initial credentialing, we can actually custom fit that for you too. I mean, I have a lot of clients that have 30 offices, 15, 20 offices. I had one client that had 400 offices. So there's a lot of administrative services once you get into multi-site practices that you may need. My message to you is, and I'm going to keep this really short and sweet, reduce your payroll, decrease your personnel liability, increase your operating budget fixed numbers. You know what your rent is. You can budget for it. It's fixed. You pretty much know how your utilities are going to go throughout the year. It's pretty fixed throughout the year. It's fixed. Credentialing is one flat rate. So every time you hire somebody, you know exactly what it's going to cost you and it's done. Somebody else is doing it. Billing is a percent of income. So you know exactly what you did in that month and how it looks, and you know exactly what your bill is going to be. I mean, there's no mystery here. But you're not paying FICA and Social Security, and you're not paying your matching payroll taxes. All of that goes away. Not to mention the drama of putting more work on somebody during your busy times or being frustrated during your slow times, because you're still having to have to cover sick, holiday vacation, I don't know, maternity leaves, everything, I mean, there's no easy recipe in the current model that we have. We absolutely have to change the model. So one of the key ingredients to changing the model is outsourcing your credentialing. My apologies. outsourcing your credentialing and letting professionals do it and just get it back to you so you can focus in on marketing to your community and building your brand, enhancing your company culture, and enhancing your patient care experience. I've been saying it in every single video because I think that's the whole role of a CEO. I hope you do too. I hope you are in agreement with me that these key elements you're finding in this series, if modified and implemented inside your practice, would afford you to do what you do best and allow you to outsource the rest for the betterment of those three characters I just gave you: patient experience, staff experience, and building that brand. I hope you're ready to make the changes to be in the future of private practice.